Hi, welcome back to Stuck in a Truck. Today we're going to talk about ham wraps, which have been the go-to snack that I've lost weight with over the last 3 years. They're quick, easy to prepare, they're always in the fridge, and they're really useful. I'll show you the short version. At the end of the video you'll be able to click on the link in the description to go to the stuckinatruck.com website and watch the long version if you feel you can stand it. Okay, don't forget, click the link to subscribe, click the bell icon to get notifications, and remember, we produce new content every Wednesday, so stay in touch. Oh, and if you see something in the video that you find interesting or that you disagree with, please leave a comment. The interaction from comments from people like you really help people moving forward, and I'd like to know what you think, okay? Even if it's not so happy. Take care, enjoy the video. Okay, ham wrap, basic principle. We're just making a snack that is nutritious, good, and that we can use quickly and easily, that doesn't fill us full of fattening food and just allows us to maintain. Now, boiled ham and all the ingredients I'm putting in are what Slimming World describe as free. So that means you can eat any number of those ingredients on a daily basis and they won't add to your weight, and they will actually and if you add some speed in there as well, they will actively help you lose weight. And you're sitting there thinking, why is he slicing grapes? Because one of my favourite ingredients in ham wraps is grape. It's almost, and I say almost, have you ever had a Hawaiian pizza? It's that sort of combination where you get a little bit of sweet and a little bit of salt on the ham, and it's just a bloody nice combination, you know? So I'm getting on plus, which in my old catering terms means I'm getting ready. So I'm putting all the ingredients together so that when I start production, and also note that by using resealable boxes, anything that doesn't get used in this production run goes in the fridge. I think we'll have run out of grapes to be honest for the spring onions. Again, they lend themselves to ham wraps because they're long and thin. Perfect for the actual dietary requirements, they're good for you. They're not fattening in any way, shape or form, completely free. Got the Slimming World chart. And have you seen that Peter Kay video? There's a link to it somewhere on the site. It's hilarious. I love that. Called Shit a Pound. And in his comedy, he's actually highlighting where so many people go wrong with this diet stuff. Oh, what was the girl? She said, well, I broke a nail, so I had a bacon full fry up. You know, breaking a nail is about the, and I'm sure is why he uses it, the single most pathetic excuse for quitting on yourself. And that's what you're doing. You know, and I see a lot of people talk to me over the website and say, oh, I've been on Slimming World, but this happened or that happened. You know, when you get a puncture, you don't slash the other 3 freaking tyres, do you? Well, if you have one bad meal in a week, it's one meal out of 7 threes. What's 7 threes? 21. You know that if you have one bad meal, that means you've got 20 opportunities to have a better meal, where you can get back on track and really focus on doing this diet stuff. Okay, so that's about all the prep I would do. Right, that. And a bit of lettuce, okay? And actually I use wild rocket. You don't have to put lettuce in if you don't want to. You could put thin strips of carrot in, you could put the grapes and that in. If you want, just put another piece of ham in and just wrap ham up. The whole point of this, you find something that's good for you that you like a lot. If you like it, you will eat it. If you don't like it, you ain't going to eat it. If you've tried those overnight oats I recommended and you don't like them, you ain't going to eat them. Why the hell would you? I wouldn't. I happen to like those, so I have those regularly. Quite a lot. Often, in fact. If you don't like them, you're never going to eat them again. But I'm sort of at the stage now where I'm also not just focused on the food I'm eating, but I'm also reducing the calorific intake overall, because I'm getting to a point now where I can afford to and I need to, you know. I need to tip the scales in my favour. And I think the difference is now I've actually broken the old habits where eating wasn't about making me feel full. Eating was something that I did because I needed to. I need to do something with my hands. I didn't used to eat a full packet of Jaffa cakes between Loughborough and Trowell because I was hungry. I ate them because they were there and because I'm a greedy bastard. That makes, you know, and because habitually, and it's not even that I was consciously greedy. I was just in the habit of doing it. I didn't know. I don't want to say I didn't know I was doing it because I always felt guilty afterwards. I kind of knew, but at the time I couldn't stop. I couldn't. I knew, well, every time I put on, oh, you don't need that, you don't need that, you don't need that. Have you been there where you know you really shouldn't be putting it in your mouth, but the compulsion, the addiction, and I think it is an addiction. You're addicted to the dopamine that you get. Anyway, are you getting the point with these ham wraps? Yeah? And this is what you do. And I will have a box full of those. And then I'll take 3 or 4 a day. I could take 6 a day. It doesn't matter. I can eat as many of these as I want. Do you see how easy these are to prepare? And they're just always available in the fridge. It takes 20 minutes, half an hour to prepare enough to see you through for the next 4 or 5 days. They're cheap, filling, and good for you. Well, that was ham wraps. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I say, if you want to watch the really long version where I show you how to prepare everything that goes inside, click the link underneath. It takes you through to the video on my website, stuckinatruck.com. All right, you take care. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit that bell icon. And remember, every Wednesday we release new content just to help. Okay, you take care. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.